I'm not exactly sure how to put this all together, but in the last month, my entire support system has moved away, and I feel like I'm being slowly poisoned to death. My life feels like a telenovela that never ends. My husband and I used to have a business. It was my dream. I gave up everything to move up here with him, and then eventually started our business. This was my one thing. Well, it grew to be a monster of a thing, and put a lot of strain on our marriage, our family, and our friends. It also took a toll on my health. As things got worse, we decided to close our business. We had made it 3 years with a physical space. We had a good run. And honestly, I just couldn't physically keep up anymore. During the process of trying to save the business, we had to try, right? I felt like a failure, especially if I didn't try. We moved locations. I ended up finding out that I was pregnant during this move. We had talked about having more kids before and agreed that while we weren't trying, if it happened, we would be pleasantly surprised. At this time, he was also under a lot of stress at his job as he was still new and had to take several difficult tests for his certificates. Towards the end of the move, we got into a lot of fights, and I ended up having a miscarriage. He was very distant and focused on his job. I felt like I was going through all of it alone. I continued to move the store, 2,600 square feet, despite the miscarriage, and I was in such horrible pain every day. I knew something was wrong, and I ignored it because of everything going on. Months go by. I am still desperately trying to save the store, working 12 to 16 hours days, every day. Yes, even on weekends. He is off enjoying his new job, traveling around the country Monday to Friday. He would come home and help with the store on the weekends as well. I thought things would maybe be okay. Then 2 days before our 2-year wedding anniversary, been together 5 years total, my best friend and 2 of our most supportive customers come to me. I couldn't keep lying to myself. She showed me the pictures, the conversations. This had been going on for 8 months, since well before the move and miscarriage. I had asked him so many times if everything was okay, if there was a reason he was pulling away that I could fix. Our intimacy had all but died to less than once every 3 months. I thought it was because of the store. Turns out it was because he was talking to someone 17 years younger. For context, I am 33, he is 38. I was devastated. My husband and I met 6 years ago. We talked for 13 hours on our first date and trauma dumped each of first marriages. We had both been cheated on and didn't want to experience it again. He promised me then that if things were off, he would communicate with me. He broke that promise so hard it really crushed me. It's been almost a year and I'm still incredibly torn. We've been doing couples therapy, but there is still no intimacy. I have such a high sex drive that it feels like I'm being suffocated. He finally agreed to put Life 360 on his phone, but he struggles to even cuddle with me. He does whatever I ask, without a second thought, but he still can't even tell me why he did it. He's been constantly supportive through all of my health issues, and pays for the most expensive insurance his job offers to make sure I get the care I need. I feel like an ungrateful jerk for feeling this way. Still, I wake up every day wondering how long will it last? When is the next time? I feel trapped by my health, lack of adequate income, and by us having a family together. We have a teenage child who is just getting a really stable figure after me, raising him as a single mum for the first 7 years of his life. I can't rip that away from my sweet boy. What do I even do? This is miserable.